All right, boys and girls, today's lesson is lesson 2-7, algebraic notation method. Very similar to what we learned in 2-6. So to get started, I'm going to talk about the distributive property. We worked on that recently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a quick little array up here, and I'm going to make a 4 by 5 array. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not the greatest looking array, but I need to change the color in it so we can talk about it. This will kind of help you with the distributive property. Alright, so we have a 5 by 4 array. So looking at the distributive property here, really this is a 3 plus 2 array, correct? It's 5, but we're breaking it apart to show the 3 black and 2 red. So really it's a 4 times 3 plus 4 times 2. Okay, so 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8. You'd add the two together, it gives you 20. So that's called the distributive property when it comes to kind of pulling apart the different colors here. If they're all one color, we wouldn't mess with that 5 and show 3 and 2. But if you want to just do it 5, that's fine. Whatever's easier for you. But that's kind of a refresher. We worked with the distributive property a little bit earlier in this unit. So right now I want everyone to turn to page 55. And I want to read over 55 with you. I want to read over this quick little paragraph. It says, you have used area models to help you multiply. We did that a few lessons ago. You can use the area model to find 3 times 74 by writing 74 in the expanded form and using the distributive property to find partial products. Partial products should be a nice key word from yesterday's lesson. After you find all the partial products, you can add them together to find the actual product of 3 times 74. So, if we went through the steps on this, the first thing it asks you is write 74 in expanded form. So you have 3 times 74. We have 3 times 70 plus 4. Okay, so using the distributive property, we have 3 times 70 plus 3 times 4. It says the area models below show the steps to find the solution to 3 times 74. And this should look a lot like yesterday's lesson, 2-6. Okay, it shows you that 3 times 70 gives you 210. So the answer is 210 here. The next part, see, we're going by steps. We're not doing everything at once. So we already did this in step 1. So then step 2 says 3 times 4 equals 12. And then step 3 is you add the two together. See, they're partial products. We're getting the answer of two factors, so two numbers that are multiplied by each other. You get a product. So if you get partial products, that means we're just doing partial answers. So if we add it over here, 210 plus 12, you get 2, 2, 2. So what is the actual product of 3 times 74? 222. Okay? So that's a quick little refresher on the distributive property. So today I want to start talking about the algebraic notation method. It is just another big fancy name for what we've been doing pretty much. Kind of what we went over yesterday. But I'm gonna quickly tell you a quick little number story. Miss Delgado is spreading stone dust as a base for a walkway. The walkway is 5 feet by 43 feet. So it's 43 by 5. What is the area of the walkway Mrs. Delgado needs to cover some dust? Okay, so the algebraic notation method is, if we were to draw our rectangle, I would take my 40 plus 3, multiply it by 5, and know that 5 is going to have to multiply by 40, and 5 is going to have to multiply by 3. So it would look like this: 5 times 43 equals 5 times 40 plus 3. You all know that. I'm not doing anything too crazy right now. Okay. Then what we would do is we would do 5 times 40 plus 5 times 3. And I'm going to put these in parentheses because You always do what's in parentheses first. Then we get our answers. We get 5 times 40 is 200, plus 5 times 15, or 5 times 3 is 15. Add them two together, you get 200 plus 15, gives you 215. So that's the algebraic notation method. So what I want you to do is we're going to do this together because we have a lot of time left. I love how this math is starting to slow down a little. So we're really like keying in on something right now. So that's good. So turn to the next page on page 56, and it tells you another numerical multiplication method that can be represented by an area model is the algebraic notation method. This method also decomposes the two-digit factor into tens and ones. We've been working a lot on that this whole unit, and then uses the distributive property. Use the algebraic notation method to solve each problem. Complete the steps. All right. So the first step is let's fill in the board here. Okay, we have 62 equals what? Well, you should know 62 equals 60 plus 2, and it's being multiplied by 8. Okay, and if you want to draw the arrows, 8 times 60 and 8 times 2, it makes everything a whole lot easier. So we're looking at 8 times 60 plus 2, and you're going to see the answers are already down here because you kind of have to work them out because you know 8 times 60 equals 480. And you might not know that, but you know 8 times 6 is 48. Put that 0 back on. Here you get 8 times 2 equals 16. That's where you're getting your 480 plus 16. You add the two together, gives you 496. Next one, I want you to try to do this on your own. I have plenty of time left in this lesson, so try to do it on your own. I'll pause it, and then come back and we'll work on it together. All right, so hopefully it looks like this. You're taking 97, you're breaking it into 90 plus 7, multiplying it by 2. Okay, and if you want to draw the arrows, I like drawing the arrows because it does help me. I know I'm multiplying 2 by 90, 2 by 7. So 2 times 90 equals 180. Okay, they already have it there for you. 2 times 7 equals 14, and they already have that there for you. So basically, they just want you to show how you got it. Well, you got it because you did 2 times 90 plus 7. So that'd be your answer, 194. They already do it for you, but they want you to be able to set it up properly. And number 6. I don't know why I cut off number 7, but number 6 is there are 9 members on the school's golf team. Okay, I like to underline numbers when I hear them in number stories. Each golfer hit a bucket of 68 golf balls at the driving range. How many golf balls did the entire team hit? Well, if it wants you to draw an area model, you're going to draw it just like this. 60 plus 8, because that's your 68, multiplied by 9. Here you get 9 times 60, or you could draw the arrow. 9 times 8, so that'd give you 72. This will give you 540. And if I drew it over here using the algebraic notation method, what I would do is I would put 9 times 68 equals 9 times 60 plus 8. And that would give me, if I draw my little arrows, the first one is 9 times 60, that's 540, plus 9 times 8, which is 72. You add 540 and 72 together, you get 612. All right, so I want you to work on number 7 on your own because I obviously cut it off. I'm looking at it here in my teacher's manual, but I think you can do it yourself. And actually, it just says, what is the first step in the algebraic notation method? I guess we can do it together. What is the first step in the algebraic notation method? It is write the multi-digit number in expanded form. So I'm going to write that down here. Write the multi-digit number in expanded form. And that just means this right here. I'll change color of my ink. 60 and 8. Take the multi-digit number, the 68 here, and just break it into expanded form. Okay, so we're going to be cramming this a lot, and I love this part. This shows the partial products. This shows you the area model. This shows you the rectangles. It's just we're giving you so many different ways. And I know some of you are picking up this, that, but this right here really shows the partial products, and that's what I really love to teach. So we'll continue working on it in small group.